All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And a happy Tuesday. How are you guys doing out there? Elaine Proby here, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, and tips from Elaine's desk. All right. Hey, Joe. Thanks for jumping in. All right. LeBaron Smith. All right. How are you? All right, guys. We're going to have a great conversation today. Very, very interesting. Understanding your business, financial health, super important, guys. We're going to make this very, very simple. Hit like and share in this video, and let's just jump into these points that are very, very important for all of you out there who is doing business and or plan to do business. Very important information. Hey, Risha Utah Smith, thanks for jumping in here. All right, guys, so understanding your business financial health, like anything else, you need to know what is going on financially with your business. We'll talk about 3 points that's going to make it very, very simple. And let's jump right into this. The first one is your key financial metrics, right? So every business owner needs to know these things. Now, when I tell you what these points are, you're going to be like, that's what that is. So these are key metrics that every business owner needs to know for the business financial health. Hey, Rod Smith, thanks for jumping in here. All right. So the first one here, guys, in this metric area is your gross profit margin. Now, everybody hears this gross profit margin. What is your gross profit margin? And you need to know this if you're operating a business. Everything I'm talking about today, you guys need to know, right? So gross profit margin, what is that? It is the amount of money that's left after your gross sales, after your gross revenue. Then you take out your cost of goods sold. And let me tell you what that is. That is the direct cost. For instance, let's say you're selling a garment and you sold it for $100. Your cost of goods sold is the direct cost for the materials that you use, for the supplies that you use, and for the labor that you use. Anything that's directly related with the cost of making that garment is your cost of goods sold. So what you do is you take that selling price and subtract that direct cost. This is your gross profit margin. And every business owner should at least understand that metric. What is the gross profit margin? So it helps you to see what the business is doing after your direct cost. How does it look in terms of profit, right? So that's the first one in this area of key financial metrics. The second one in this area is your net profit margin. Now, this is what we all need to know. What is our net profit? So once we know the gross profit, we took away the direct cost. The net profit is when you subtract all those overhead expenses, all that good stuff, all the rent, all the utilities, all of the other overhead expenses. This gives you your net profit. Guys, this is a metric that you must understand and know what that is. You need to know your gross profit. You need to know your net profit. Another thing you want to know also is your cash flow. Have to know these things, guys. What is your cash flow? How much money is coming in? How much money is going out? You cannot run and operate any business if you do not know these things. Got to know your cash flow. And the last thing I'm going to say in this area, as far as these metrics goes, is your working capital. And your working capital is the amount of money that you have set aside for all of those surprise expenses, all of those unforeseen stuff that pops up. And we know this happens in our daily lives. It happens personally. It happens in business. Specifically, all these unforeseen expenses. What kind of money is set aside? That's your working capital for you to be able to pay these unforeseen expenses. Look, got to know this. Every business has to have this. And the only way for you to have these numbers is to do proper accounting, right? Again, you cannot run and operate any business without accounting for your business. Your money, whatever comes in, whatever goes out, what it looks like, what's the bottom line, what's the profit margin, is it really functioning properly, and is it being successful? So your accounting is what is going to give you all of these answers, okay? So accounting. So that's my first point today, key financial metrics. All right, so we're talking about understanding your business financial health. Like everything else, if you run and operate a very successful business, it needs to be healthy financially, and this is what's going to help you to continue and be able to make more money. All right, so let's jump right into our second point. Hit like and share on this video, guys. Let's jump right in here. If you have any questions, of course, make sure you put them in the chat. I'll either talk about them now or come back through here and see what this says. Okay, so the second point is Tools and software that can help track and analyze business performance. Now, of course, you're running, operating your business, you're doing the best you can, you're making sure everything is in place. But again, there are tools and things in place, software that can help you track the performance of the business. This is not stuff that we have to do manually anymore. We can use these software, and what it does, it analyzes all of the data, analyzes everything that goes on in the business, right? So it gives you all these analytics, tells you what's happening, what kind of trend is going on out there in the world today. It discovers stuff that you really don't necessarily know is happening. So what it is you got software in place, collects all this data, all of the data that's out there in the economy, everything that's going on, and then your business, and see how your business measure up to what's going on. So you have to have these metrics. I mean, this is the thing, right? It's just like anything else. When we talk about analytics online, when we're out there shopping, and then all of a sudden everything that you look for comes to you, everything that you buy all the time shows up. It's the same thing with your business and analytics. You have to have paperwork. I mean, you have to have software in place that will track these things and help you run and operate a very successful business. So there's so many software out there. There's a few software. There's a lot of them that are free. Some of them are just subscription based, so you pay monthly for those things. You know, you have software such as Microsoft that has a software that can track certain business data visualizations, so you know what those are. There's other software like Domo, which checks everything that has to do with streamlining your workflow. Now, we know that we have to streamline our workflow to be efficient in order for you to produce effectively and make money, right? So there's these tools, there's these software out there that will help you take care of all of those analytics that happens in your business as far as the data flow and how everything is happening out there and how it measures up to the economy and the trends and everything that's happening, give you all these insights in order for you to run and operate a successful business. I hope that makes sense to you guys, all right? So that's the second point, not getting too far into that. Again, there's a lot of tools and software just out there. Look for some of those things and make sure that you subscribe. There's Google, there's Microsoft, all of them have different tools. Those are some of the names that you're familiar with, but there's so many others out there as well that you can use, okay? So hit like and share on this video. Understanding your business financial health. We must know what that is. All right. The third point today, guys, and this right here is so important. So important. So many business fail because of this right here. You guys will see. You have to have regular financial audit and reviews. And this is internally. You don't wait for an external audit from anybody else. Internally, you should have regular financial audit and checkup. And this would help you to track inventory, track paperwork, track the flow of the monies going in and out, making sure that people are being accountable. It will stop things like fraud. It will stop things like theft. It will stop things like, you know, money's going out and you don't know what it's for. Backup documentation. This is what you do internally, right? You just can't let the business run and operate itself. You don't know anything. You don't track nothing. And you don't want to have nothing in place that will tell you if something is going wrong. You know, and you guys see businesses close all the time. You're like, why is that business closed down? Or why is this big store is out of business? Because theft and so many things happen. There's no internal controls. There's not enough of it. Let's say by the time they find out what's going wrong, sometimes it is way too late. So you must keep track, and you have to have these internal financial audits. And then, of course, well, if you do have an audit from someone else externally, you are ready for it. You're prepared for it. You have all of your paperwork and all of your documentation. Everything is in place. Okay, so super important, guys. Internally, make sure you have internal controls and in place, and this will help the business to be more successful and operate efficiently, because now you have things in place to tell you when something goes wrong. We always need to know if something is going wrong, how to fix it. So if we don't know, that's, you know, we won't know what to do. All right. So those are my 3 points in understanding your business financial health. We are in business to make money, so we have to stay on top of all of the finances, right? So for you business owners out there, let me recap. All right, let's recap. So first point was the key financial metrics, which are the things that every business need to know. What is their gross profit? What is their net profit? What is your cash flow looking like? What is your working capital? You need to at least know those 4. There's so many other metrics that you need to know, but hey, if you know these 4, you're doing awesome. And the second point, tools and software that will help you analyze the business performance. So, you know, all these will give you data, put it together, see how everything works, see how you look as far as the trends go, to give you insight on the economy and everything that's happening. So we got to have these metrics. We got to have things that's going to feed us with information that we can't readily see right off the top. Okay. So, and the third point is having financial audits and review. So stay on top of your stuff internally, make sure everything is in place, keep different key points in place, which will stop things like fraud, theft, and all the stuff that happens all the time within certain businesses. And if you don't discover this early enough, sometimes it is way too late. All right. So that's my 3 points today. This is useful for you guys out there. Again, hit like and share in this video so everyone can get this information. Anyone have any questions regarding your personal or business finances, what it is that you need to do, how you need to get started, how you need to get your business to take it to the next level, go to elainesdesk.com. elainesdesk.com. Everything is out, it is there for you to get the business started and for you to take it to the next level. And if you need personal consultation, then you go to PROBY'S.com. Put your name on calendar. She got Elaine's desk up there. Go to PROBY'S.com, put your name on calendar, and or call the office at 323-290-9034. Risha said, thank you, Miss Elaine, for the great information. Thank you, Risha, for jumping on here. All right. So again, call PROBY'S Tax 323-290-9034. Keep your information on, your notification on, like you guys have been doing. Appreciate you guys coming on here. Lerner Smith, thank you for the hearts. I love those hearts. Okay, and so with that said, we're back on Thursday. What are we talking about on Thursday? Yeah. So Thursday said 3 ways. 3 ways. What is that one? Wait a minute, you mean after all this, I got to put the serious, beautiful sunglasses, eyeglasses on? She said 3 ways to future-proof your investments. 3 ways to future-proof your investments. Now, this is super important, guys. We want to make sure that our investments are out there, that we, and I think, Mr. Twin, someone asked this question. We want to make sure that our investments are future-proof. They're in places and doing things so that we'll have money later, right? Okay, so tune in Thursday at 1 p.m., guys. Again, hit like and share on this video. And with that said, I want you all to have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday afternoon. And with that said, I want you guys to take care of each other and take care of yourself. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.